How you doing, folks? Welcome back to the channel. Part of my conundrum with my macro photography hobby is I prefer Olympus for the macro capabilities, I believe. I have the Olympus 60mm macro lens, but there's an element or a part of that lens I do not like, and I don't want to spend $1,600 or $1,800 on the 90mm macro lens. So I'm kind of spending this summer trying to perfect what I've got rather than spend a bunch of money on more photography equipment. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Alright, so this is kind of my base setup, the E-M1 Mark II Olympus OMD camera, my IT32 flash, my cheap China-made macro diffuser. Let me show you something though. The thing that bothers me about this lens, this is the 60mm macro. In order to get, it has this lens adjustment dial here. In order to get true 1-to-1 macro, you've got to switch it over to this 1-to-1. Now watch the little red dial when I do this. So it goes down to 1-to-1, but you can't use autofocus in that mode. You have to switch it over to manual focus and then do the rock back and forth. I don't mind doing that sometimes, especially when I'm using my Laowa manual lens, but I like the option to do autofocus, and the option's not there when you're doing 1-to-1 with this lens. So once again, the 90mm lens is almost $2,000. So what I'm looking at is some options with this to get me a little bit closer without having to go to that 1-to-1. So what I'm shooting with today is a 10mm extension tube, which limits your infinity focus, so you can't use this to take a picture, 20 feet away, but it does get you a little bit closer to the subject, closer to 1-to-1 without having to go to manual focus. You can still use autofocus. So that's something I'm looking at, and I'm going to do a video with the differences between the extension tubes, the Raynox, and the 1-to-1 on this, and we'll look at the differences there. But today it's just a kind of an experiment to go out with the 10mm extension tube and not mess with this 1-to-1 rating on the Olympus 60mm macro lens. We're at the latter part of July. It's like July 22nd or 23rd. So summer still in full swing, but it's that late part of summer. Everything kind of slows down a little bit. Flowers are in full bloom. These purple coneflowers are probably some of my favorite late summer flowers. They're beautiful. They're called purple coneflowers. They look pink to me, but of course you got pink with the kind of orangish center. And if you look real close here on this one, the wind's blowing, so it's wreaking havoc here, but let the wind calm down. See, there's a bug there of some sort on that. Let's do a macro shot of it. Of course, the bug flew away. I'll try another one though. Oh, got a caterpillar here. Alright, that was pretty cool. I haven't seen one of those before. Not even sure what it was, but cute little worm caterpillar of some kind. It's like a bug heaven back here. But none of them stay around very long. The cool thing was that was a caterpillar on my favorite flower, the coneflower. So. Those little white butterflies are about as skittish as you can get. Probably only caught one, maybe one time. I've done some videos on budget macro, and this is kind of one of those setups. The old E-M1 Mark II is 10 years old this year, and you could buy it for, depending on how much hard it's been used and how many shutter count and all that stuff, if it's beat up or not, but anywhere from $300 to $500 online. You get the lens for about the same price. This 60mm extension tubes are nothing. I mean, you can get those for $20. This flash is probably 70, give or take. Diffuser was like 30. So again, we're shooting what I hope to be high quality macro for, I don't know, $600-700, $600-700, right? Stay in that range. Stay under 1,000 anyway would be good. It's a cute little red flower right in the middle of this. I'm going to take a shot of it here while I'm standing here. Alright, so probably not quite 1-to-1 on the macro, but much closer than without the extension tube. And I didn't have to mess with changing the setting on the lens, and I didn't have to mess with going to manual focus. Sometimes manual focus is best, but sometimes autofocus is way easier. There's something kind of interesting down in that, underneath that leaf. I'm not sure if it's a bug or what, but I'm going to put the lens up there and see if we can see it up close here. That is a leaf hopper of some kind, hiding under the flap of the leaf there. Alright, so we have another leaf hopper right over here. I'm going to try to get up close to it. Turn you around a little bit there. Might be a better shot of this guy. He's not hiding. Just gonna scare him away. Nice to be able to autofocus. Let's see if we can get his eyes. Oh, there we go. Beautiful. Those guys are pretty neat. I don't know if you can see this, but right here on the top of this piece of grass here, the very top, is a little guy with big eyes. Some type of fly or something like that. Let's see if I can get a shot of him without scaring him away. Try to get one from above. Get his eyes in better. Not very scared. Those bright red eyes. Alright, so there's another hopper of some kind, leaf hopper, tree hopper, green guy. I'm going to see how close I can get to him without scaring him away. Might have to use my LCD screen for this one because I don't want to put my head down there in all the green stuff and get ticks or something. Alright, it's working out just fine. Oh, beautiful guy. Posing for me. Didn't even move. You know, his body looks just like a leaf with eyes. It's pretty amazing. There's one more thing here that I think is, not sure, but if you look at this leaf right here, I don't know if you can see, it looks like there's a leg sticking out. I think there's a bug on the other side of it. In fact, the leg just moved, so I'm pretty sure there is, but I'm not sure what it is, and I'm not sure if I can get on the other side of it without scaring him away. Before we do that, though, what's this? See if we can get a shot of him. Another hopper of some kind. It's brown, though. Come in from the top. Be all stealthy here. I think he's the same kind as the first one we saw, just a little bit different color. Back to this leaf that I think is hiding a bug on its underside. What I'll try to do is flip the camera around and use my LCD screen to see if I can see the underside of it without scaring it away. Let's see here, it's that one right there. Is there a bug there? I don't see one. Maybe he left. Or maybe I'm crazy. That's a good possibility. I swear I see a leg there. Oh yeah, there's a big bug there. Can you see him? There we go. Alright, I'm going to see if I can get a shot of him. I hear a woodpecker. Alright, doing this without scaring it off. Any ideas? Just very gently tip it up to the other side. It's not working. Grab it down lower. He's going to be on to me if I keep moving it. There he is. Alright, ready? Man, that wasn't a leg, that was an antenna. He's got huge antennae. Leave you alone, buddy. As you were. Alright, I've spotted our first daddy longlegs of the day. The Harvestman, I think it's called. Take a look here on video. Beauty of a specimen there. These guys are a little skittish sometimes. This guy doesn't mind it. Just let me get up nice and close. These gray catbirds. I don't know if you can see it. I can barely see it up in the tree. I don't have a zoom lens on me, but there, I think you can probably see them, right? They sound like they're crying out, don't they? Like, help. So I haven't seen one of these in forever. I don't know if it's a katydid or if it's just a fully grown one of those leaf hopper things. I'll look it up and put it on the screen because I'll be honest with you, I don't know. But he is huge. Just to give you a little perspective, that's my hand, so he's a good you know, a couple inches long with his legs and everything. I'm not even sure. Usually I'm used to shooting things much smaller. I don't know if I can get close enough with the macro lens or not. Certainly can't get his whole body in the picture. Right. Well, that beauty may be the catch of the day. So there's something on this coneflower here, and I can't tell if it's a bug, but you bet I'm gonna get the lens out and here, take a close-up shot and see. I still can't tell even looking at the video. I don't know, man. That's got me stumped. I'll have to do an AI search and put it on the screen if it's a bug or part of the plant. Looks like it's got legs. Some kind of bug. All right, here is yet another one of those leaf hopper things. Probably not the formal name, leaf hopper thing. I doubt it. But he's a lighter color. I'll try to get a shot of him as well. There's a couple different angles. Fortunately, these guys don't move very fast, or at least aren't as skittish as some of the other things, so he should still be here. Yep. There's actually a second one right next to him. Alright, so a few good catches there with macro lens. When I'm out here doing this, it's just so nice to be in touch with nature. No people around, no car noise. You can hear the birds in the background. It's very, very peaceful. It's good for the soul, as I always say. As Robin Wong would say, shutter therapy, and that's kind of what I'm doing it as. But let me know your thoughts on the 60mm macro lens Olympus with the 10mm extension tube. Like I said, coming up, I'll be doing a video, not very near future, comparing the extension tubes versus the Raynox versus the lens by itself, just to give you an idea. In case you're getting started in macro, this is a really good starting point. And you can kind of get an idea where you want to spend your money. The extension tubes are super affordable. The Raynox is, I don't recall how much, it's maybe 100, 150 bucks or something like that. So extension tubes are the most affordable, and if I'm not mistaken, I think I like the results better. But again, that's yet to be determined, and we'll show that in a video coming up. So a few macro shots here with my budget macro setup. Green Valley Forest Preserve, DuPage County, Illinois. Beautiful 72-degree day, late July. It's quiet, not much wind. Couldn't ask for a better setup, I don't think. So hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. Hope it was good for you to get out here and enjoy some of the nature that Illinois has to offer. And if you liked the video, hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, consider doing that. And we'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.